Welcome to my first video for Go Rogue Knits. I'm going to show you my preferred way of doing the long tail cast on, which is my go-to for most projects. To get started, pinch together your index finger and thumb. Drape your yarn over your fingers so the working yarn is over the index finger and the tail is over the thumb. Grasp both hanging yarns gently against your palm. Separate your finger and thumb slightly. Point the needle in the same direction as your fingers and slide it under the yarn. Twist so the needle is pointing at your left hand. Turn your left wrist up slightly. You can see the tail makes a loop over your thumb and the working yarn is stranded over your index finger. You're going to pull that yarn through that loop. Here's how. Hold the stitch on the needle with your right index finger. Run the tip of the needle up the thumb into the loop from below. Swing your needle tip over and around the working yarn to catch it, and pull it back down through the loop. Drop the loop and use your thumb to snug the stitch. Let me show you all of that again. Pinch together your finger and thumb. Drape the yarn over your fingers so the working yarn is over the index finger and the tail is over your thumb. Grasp both hanging yarns against your palm. Separate your finger and thumb slightly. Point the needle in the same direction as your fingers and slide it under the yarn. Twist so the needle is pointing at your left hand. Turn the left wrist up slightly. Hold the stitch on the needle with your right index finger. Run the tip of the needle up your thumb into the loop from below. Swing the needle tip over and around the working yarn to catch it, and pull it back down through the loop. Drop the loop and use your thumb to snug the stitch. This first stitch I've added is snuggled right up against that initial twisted stitch. I'll explain why when I show you the join, but only the first stitch. The rest of them you'll space with your right index finger as you add more stitches. Let me show you. Hold the stitch you just completed against the needle with your right index finger. Run the tip of the needle up through the loop, over and around the working yarn, back down through the loop, and snug the stitch just to the tip of your finger. This keeps the stitches spaced to the gauge they'll be when you start working. You don't want a huge gap between stitches, just enough so that when you begin knitting, the edge of your work doesn't draw in or lose the elasticity that long tail cast on provides. You'll need to cast on as many stitches as your pattern calls for, plus 1 if you're going to join in the round. Now that you know how to make stitches, it's important to figure out how long to make the tail. The most accurate way I've found is to make 10 stitches and then unravel them and use that length to figure out how much you'll need. First, pinch the yarn tail right below the needle. Hold that first stitch tightly against the needle and slide the rest of the stitches off, pulling gently to unravel them. There are 2 ways to figure it. If you want to do the math, measure the distance between the top of the needle and where you're holding it and multiply that length times the multiple of 10 your project requires. For my interlaced winter hat, you need 128 stitches, so you'll cast on 129. That's the 128 you need plus the extra. So if you round up for safety, that's this length times 13 plus a 10-inch tail. The other way is to simply hold this length and fold the yarn zigzag 13 times, in the case of the interlaced hat, or whatever you need. Then add the 10-inch tail. Whichever way you do it, that's the length tail you need hanging off the front of the needle over your thumb when you begin casting on stitches. You'll want to release the tail every few stitches so that the yarn can regain its twist. This will keep the edge of your project looking neat. Once you've cast on all your stitches, and remember that's the required number for your pattern plus 1 extra, the last step is joining in the round. Lay your needle with your cast on stitches flat on the table. I'm using a circular needle, but the same goes if you're using double pointed needles. Start in the middle and push the ridge at the base of the cast on in toward the center of the circle. Twist the stitches around the needle as needed to be sure that all of the ridge is in the center and it doesn't wrap around the needles at any point. Check to be sure your yarn tail and working yarn aren't wrapped around that right needle. Adjust the stitches at the beginning and end of the cast-on so they are close to the needle tips. Lay the tail on top of the right needle and pick them up together in your right hand, left needle in your left hand. Be sure the working yarn is hanging loose behind. Slip the first stitch from the left needle to the right, pass the last stitch over it, and tighten everything up by tugging on the working yarn and tail. Remember when I said not to leave a space between the first two stitches? If you had, there might be a gap here, and you don't want to have to repair something before you even get started. I hope you found this video helpful. I look forward to sharing more with you.